The purpose of this video is to teach you exactly step by step from vision to selling how I would go about restarting my coffee brand. So it goes like this. Hello, my name is Simon and I'm a brand strategist from Montreal. Today I want to share with you how I would go about to restart my coffee brand from scratch and make my first dollar. Please feel free to ask me in the comments below if you have any questions regarding the coffee brand, and I will be pleased to answer them in another video. First things first, I would focus on the product itself because that's going to be the source of your revenue later on. Word of mouth is going to be extremely important. So you want to figure out like where you are going to have your sourcing, where are the beans going to come from. You also want to know, we make sure actually that it's a premium and the best quality you can, because quality will eventually means to a greater word of mouth later on. The second part is validating demand on marketplaces. So if you go and sell your product on Amazon, Etsy, eBay, or we have in Canada, it's called Pivo Hub, where you can sell directly to distributors, you will save a lot of time that you would have otherwise wasted if you don't validate the demand first. When you're gonna put your product on the marketplace, you wanna make sure that your price is well positioned in the niche you wanna be in. Something else that I would do is to adapt the eco trends as much as possible. We are going in the future in a greener world, hopefully, like in business are all working towards getting more green and offsetting carbon and stuff like that. Especially when you're going to be selling a recurring product, you want to make sure that you don't pollute the environment, right? So what I would do if I was to restart again is that I would find a way to get my packaging as lean and as ecological as possible, which is a great segue into my second point. You don't want to overinvest in branding. Like, you have no idea how much money I've wasted by just doing some trial runs for one set of packaging. Like, I bought 500 bags of this kind, and after like 100 sales, I wanted to change the packaging, get new stickers, upgrade something, found a typo, made a mistake, blah blah blah. So you get the point that like you're gonna waste a lot of goods to package and sell your coffee in if you don't go minimal at first. Look what people want and focus on what's needed on the product, and then build the packaging around that. And honestly, I wouldn't build, and that's just personal opinion, I wouldn't build a custom packaging until I would have like a certain amount of monthly recurring sales, and just making sure that like the revenue is still coming in, because it's going to be a huge investment on your part. And then after that, how would I get my first money? So you have your brand, you have your packaging, you have your marketplaces where you validated that there is demand for the kind of product you're selling, aka the coffee in our case. And the next thing would be to do door-to-door sales. Early market research will be amazing. When you're going to be doing door-to-door sales in your neighborhood, what you want to do is capture emails and phone numbers. You can use Shopify. There's this reader that Shopify has. It's a card reader. It's I think it's $69, or it's not that expensive, like less than $100. And you'll be able to capture card payments, and it forces you on your phone or your tablet, whatever you use, to just capture the customer's information, like address and everything. So you'll be able to track which customers bought what on your door-to-door sales. So the idea will be to gather early customer data from the field, from you walking in the streets and getting the sales done. Next thing you want to do is to validate recurring purchases. So if you've noticed that people are buying your product again, that's a good sign. If they don't, you want to make sure you know why. Also, don't have too much expectations on the door-to-doors repeat business, because people often will only buy to encourage you at first. That's what I've noticed. Like, I sold about $2,000 worth of coffee doing door-to-door, but none of them, well, maybe like 3 or 4 people just went on a recurring plan after that, but like most of them thought this product was a bit too luxurious, the Café Foncé, my own brand. So that was just the positioning I went for. But I still made a lot of sales. I made a lot of money per hour if I reduce it that way. After that, you want to be on the lookout of your trends, the business trends. Like, where is most of your sales, or where are most of your sales coming from? Is it business to business? Is it direct to consumer on your Shopify website? Are you doing influencer marketing? Are you on marketplaces? Like, maybe Amazon is your biggest driver of coffee and of coffee purchase, and maybe that could be a channel where you would want to get more experience in, and just maybe hire someone to help you and learn more about the specific channels that's working well for you. Because I believe that advertising to get clients is great, but until you know how much your customers are worth to you, meaning the lifetime value of each customers, it's gonna be hard to to estimate how much you can invest in ads, and often you won't have that much cash flow at first, but it's going to be hard to know how much you should invest in advertisement to buy, literally buy customers, right? So at first you want to make sure you have a good cash flow running, and if you want to do experiments on advertising, you can do it, but like set yourself a maximum budget and work within that. After that, you just double down on the growth and you focus on what's working. And this is exactly how I would restart my coffee brand step by step. That could be literally done in 24 hours. If you're good, you put your stuff on Amazon, you get a branding down on Fiverr, you position your price in the market that you want to be in. Like just do a little market research at first. Then you start, you won't be able to start it in 24 hours if you have to source a product. But after the product has been sourced, you can then do that, because actually when we started a business, the product took about 3 to 4 weeks to make, to invent, to create the recipe, right? So yeah, that's what I would do. And if you like this video where I talk actually how I would start, I do have some great realization in this one video right here that I'm showing right now. It's about the extreme makeover of the coffee business. So if you're into that, just click the video that's appearing on my face right now. It's going to be very interesting probably to you, because everyone seems to be interested in this series. So I'll be seeing you guys next week with another video.